Chris.
I'm lit.
I hope that came across. All right, we are here, and it's Thursday, and it's Memory Bound. We're Memory Bound in Iowa, and I'm Kelly, and I'm here, and Chris is here, and today we are going to show you how possible it is to make the impossible box. And hello, Chris.
Good morning.
Hello, everybody. We're just talking about how professional we are,
Yes.
weren't we, Chris? How professional and how we always know what we're doing.
Right. As I yell, I'm lit.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if that came across or not, but it's pretty funny. But hello, everyone. Welcome to Memory Bound's Facebook Live this morning. And every morning from Monday through Friday at 9:30 Central Time, we're here, and we've always got something fun to show you. And today is no different. Chris, just take your box and show us why it is impossible.
All righty. You start with a plain piece of paper. It looks like it has a lid on it, and it kind of does, but it's connected.
Oh my gosh.
You just pull it open, and look at that.
It's got a gift card, Memory Bound gift card.
Out comes a Memory Bound gift card.
I love it.
If it were only that easy to get one from
Yes.
family, right?
And it really is easy, we should mention, because Valentine's Day is coming
Yes.
up, Chris.
Well, exactly.
All you have to do
Ooh.
is tell them that you love Memory Bound, and they can do it online. It's emailed right to the person or right to you, and they'll get it taken care of.
Maybe you could send a reminder to my husband.
Yes, all the employee husbands need
That's
to
right.
know about this. I think they do. I see a lot of husbands.
Most of them are very good about that.
And they can call us, and we'd love to talk to them
Yes.
also, and we can mail it to you, or you can do it online. So
And we have two phones because I brought one back.
yes, Chris was such a devoted staff member that she took the phone, one of our phones home last night. So if maybe you called and talked to Chris last night. I don't know. Probably
Oh
not.
gosh.
Oh gosh, a lot of people can't wait to see this.
Good.
And Chris is our paper engineer, as you know, and when I see this, I'm like, oh wow, no thanks. I could never do that. But I think after today, I'll be feeling like, oh, maybe I can.
You'll
do
be
it.
able to do it. This one's kind of like one of those finger tortures because it opens on
Yes,
both ends.
I love those as a kid.
Or a popper. But anyway, we're going to do both of them. And I did put that, I got this design from the Paper Pixie. If you follow her on Pinterest, she has a lot of different sizes. But she does wonderful tutorials and stuff. But sometimes it's just easier if you do it with someone you're more familiar with. And hopefully you guys are familiar with me by now.
I think we are. We know how you make it. Well, and you find an idea and then you make it yours, and you show us. You find all the tricks out so we don't have to do that.
Right, the things that make it a little easier. So hopefully we'll do that today.
Chris, Barbara says that Memory Bound should have all the husbands' emails or significant others so that we could email out to them reminders. And
There you
Jean
go.
got a gift card yesterday in her
Nice.
birthday card from her son.
Well, isn't
That's
that
impressive.
nice?
That's
Yeah.
very impressive.
I guess.
Now we're going to show you some product that came in before we do the impossible box. And I also want to mention that the Simple Stories Heart Eyes washi tape is on special. This has got 5 rolls of washi tape, and it's normally $7.49, and it is $3.75. It's half off. And that is our Happy February deal that we started yesterday.
I love those conversation hearts on there.
Oh, I know.
So
we
cute.
love conversation hearts.
Yep.
And Katie and I, we showed this yesterday, and we do have some left. It's while supplies last, so it's a great deal for Valentine's
Yes, it
Day
is.
and for February. Okay, well, oh gosh, I don't know what we're going to show. Let's show
Shall we
Graphic
start?
45 first.
Okay. Would you like me to hold the camera?
Sure,
for you?
that'd be awesome, Chris. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we had in 2 collections from Graphic 45, and they're their new releases. And this one is called The Beach is Calling. It's called The Beach is Calling. And we've got in the 8x8 papers. And I think I'll just open this, Chris,
Okay.
so you can see. And we don't have individual papers. This was a beach collection that I thought was beautiful. And I thought that Memory Bound probably needed it. So I'm going to flip I'll just do this. So we have, on the first side, you saw the sand dollars.
Yes.
I love the colors. And Chris, I think you really like this one too.
It's cute, yes. Katie mentioned it's very Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't know, but
And it says, time wasted at the beach is time well spent. and it looked like little postcards on the other side.
Very cute.
You get 3 of each paper in the 8.5 by 11.
Did you wear that shirt to match this collection?
I must
today?
have. I must have.
Oh, that's cute with all the words on it.
It is. And then it's got the little beach houses on the back.
Very sweet.
So they did a really nice job. And we're in Iowa, but you know, I still go to the beach when I can.
Right?
And a lot of the beach collections are going to be your bright colors and lots of surfboards and things. And I really like this because it's
Very cute.
calmer. It reminds me a lot of going to the beach.
It's, yeah, like you said, it's calm. It's kind of serene. I don't know. I like it.
That's a great word for it. And then here's the back of that one, the seashell paper.
Maggie is doing fine. She's just on her winter break.
Yes.
Thank you for asking about her.
Oh,
But
yeah,
she's
we
doing
miss
great.
Maggie.
Yes, we do.
She will be back in April. So, and we'll look forward to that, we assure you. Okay, and then it also has, this is new. So Graphic 45 made a few changes, and this is the chipboard tags and frames. And they never really had chipboard before. And this is all online, so you can see it, you know, up close and personal on your computer if you want to, or come in if you're local, come on in and see it.
Yes, Barb, you do need it being in Florida.
Oh yes, it'd be perfect. The other thing that's new, Chris, is they have rub-ons. And you get 2 sheets and they're $8.49. And I don't know what it was, but something about this collection I really just love.
I love those rub-ons.
So they're really nice. And then another thing, I keep saying another new thing, but now they've changed their ephemera. It used to be their ephemera was all the same kind of shape, like you always got kind of a clock shape, you got certain tags, and now you get a little more variety. And I'll flip this over.
Look at all those pieces.
And they're big.
Yeah.
So
nice.
scrapbookers, here you go.
Very
Look
nice.
at the little beach house and
Oh,
stuff.
and that chair. I just want to go to the beach and sit
I
in that
love the
little
umbrella.
chair. Yep.
I love the tan and the blue together. And here's the stickers. And these, they've kind of gone back and forth with their stickers. They've included them only in collection packs. They've included them separate, and now they're separate again. And they're 6 by 12. They've had them 12 by 12. But
Those are
you know
great.
what? 2 times 6 by 12 equals 12 by 12. So there's the stickers. And then we have the, they call them the solids or the patterns that are coordinating.
Yeah,
Now, I'm going to tell you guys that Kelly made a mistake. I didn't order the 12 by 12 collection pack with all the 12 by 12 papers, but it is on its way. So, but there's the coordinating papers
that's
for
very
it.
cool.
Very nice. Okay, then the other collection that we got in, I'm just going to show this because this says it all. It's called Grow with Love. And this is one of the papers, and I believe we have everything from this, except I think I missed ordering something also. So this is Grow with Love, and here's one of the papers. And we all are loving this, and we're putting it out today. I mean, it's available. These flowers are just so pretty, and then on the B side, you'll see there's more of kind of a solid looking paper, and you can see how nicely that goes together.
Yeah. They did a wonderful
And
job.
this one, Diane and I were talking card fronts right here for your spring cards. This is called Flower Child. Don't you love the name of that,
Yes.
Chris?
Oh
And
my
again,
gosh.
you've got your coordinating back pages.
So pretty.
Oh, wait till you see this one with the daffodils and the lilacs.
Oh man.
It's called Blooming Beauty. And then the back has got kind of that ticking.
Yes. We have a lot of people looking for tulips, and that has tulips on it too.
Oh, it
so-
does. I see. I'm
Yeah.
seeing tulips on some other things.
Yep.
And here's another cut apart sheet.
Oh, that one's fun. I love the stamps. Very cool.
I got to look at it. I haven't. Oh, yeah. I got to look at it because I haven't really looked at these very well. And then the back has got your yellow on it,
Oh,
which
that's
goes great
pretty.
with the daffodil. I mean,
Yeah.
look at.
Ah,
I like to show you guys this because you don't always see things up together, especially if you're looking online. And then here's all of our plantings.
ooh,
And then the back of this has got a
That's
pink
fun.
pink pattern with a little white flowers on it.
oh, that's sweet.
So again, a little calmer.
You know, and some of these, the backs of them, we've had customers come in looking for paper that would be great for wallpapering in a dollhouse.
Oh, Chris, I
And
didn't even think about
some
that.
of those
right
would
here.
be really great.
Right here, there
Yep.
you go. That reminds me of old wallpaper. And then here's another paper, and this is called Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Now I have to say,
that?
are there tulips on there?
Yes.
Yes, there are. The back, I'm not a flower expert. I think those might be daffodils, the pretty yellow flowers.
Maybe. I'm not a flower person either.
Chris and I
My-
we're not your flower experts.
My husband does the gardening.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yes.
Okay, I want to find that purple, Chris.
There you go. Ooh.
So look at this, you guys.
Wow.
Look at those together, how pretty that is.
I mean, wouldn't you just be happy getting a card with any of that on there?
I'd be happy getting all this whole collection. Okay, and then the last one, it's got the 4x6 and it's got a couple 3x4s.
Oh, nice.
But wait till you see the back because they look like postcards. So if you were doing like pocket pages on an album, you could
Yes.
slide this in and you would have a really nice back where you could do your journaling
Oh
or
my
put some dates.
Goodness.
So very nice.
Very
And then
cool.
we have the patterns and solids. And it looks like this is the other collection that I made a mistake and did not order the 12x12 collection pack, but it is on order and it's coming. Diane got that ordered for us yesterday.
Look at those rain galoshes.
Yeah, aren't they cute? Aren't they fun?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Very
Okay,
cool.
so that's new from Graphic 45. The Beach is Calling and Grow with Love. Those are the two new collections. And then we received, oh gosh, here, I'm going to pull this over. We have a lot of other little things to show you. Now, I'm going to show you some of the die cuts that came in, and these are all going to be online under their themes. So you guys were gearing up for graduation. So I don't know how many of you have kids, grandkids, or maybe yourself are graduating. So we've got the tassels. And we've got a die cut that says graduation ceremony.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
And then this is, it's not the destination, it's the journey, which is good for graduation or for a trip. If you're going on a trip, maybe you're going to the beach, Chris.
Yes.
And then I think this is
wish.
great also for graduation.
Oh, the places we will-
Yep,
yes.
perfect. And I thought there was one more graduation. It'll come up if there is. And then we have Italy. Got to get it going the right way. And then the spring sports. I don't know if track has started, but we have track, and we have shot put, and we have this is the girl shot put.
Oh,
and
nice.
Sometimes that's hard to find. I think we also have the male shot put, but you can also cut off the ponytail and it.
Oh, that's a good
if you
idea.
Want to.
Or maybe their son has a ponytail.
Well, that's very true. It's very true. My grandson is 2, and he FaceTimed with me last night, and he had a little ponytail on the top of his head. I think his daycare ladies like to do that.
Oh,
with him.
funny.
And then we have wrestling.
Nice.
It's always hard to find wrestling things, so we like to keep that in stock.
Or wrestling.
Wrestling, wrestling.
Yep.
And then we have. I'm trying to find things that kind of go together. Look at this archery.
Oh, cool. Oh,
That's probably an unusual thing to
yeah,
find.
that would be a hard one to find.
And then we have band.
Oh, I like that with all the instruments on
I
there.
know, and it's kind of big. It'd be a great page title.
Yeah, it would.
And then we have My First Birthday, and we carry these in pink and blue. And then we have all of the months, 1, 2, 3, well, through 12. We don't have like 24 and
yeah.
18, but we have those in pink and blue, which are really nice to put by maybe you take a photo of your child each month. Chris, did you do that with
No.
your kids? I didn't. I don't think we knew about it.
I couldn't
Back then.
when my kids were little. I couldn't afford film. Donna, the beach one, the collection pack is coming.
It's on order.
It's on order. It
Send
is
us an
coming.
email or give us a call and we'll reserve one for you. Oh, Chris thinks we have one. So, and
We'll have
Chris
to
put
run
it
up and
out
look.
yesterday. Do we need to ring the bell?
Well,
or-
I don't
or
know
have
if
to-
Katie.
Oh, okay. We don't know if we have one or not.
I'm going to ring the bell.
All right, ring the bell.
Oh, would you see if the beach is coming has a collection pack? There, one came in, and I don't know if it went out yesterday or not. Sorry.
It's okay. Here's a UTV. And maybe you're going to go to the beach with The Beach is Calling. And we got the palm trees.
It's across from the register opening.
And I think you're going to see some palm trees in Key West.
Oh yeah.
I know you will not see them at the Iowa State Fair. You know, people scrapbook things year round, so we try to keep Christmas in stock, Iowa State Fair.
Donna, it should be online. Thank you. We do have one.
Oh, okay. Well, here's
So, Donna, if you want it, I would call immediately.
oh right
And
away.
Yes. Don't wait for the end
And
of the
speaking
video.
of tulips, Chris, we have tulip
Oh,
time,
my
which probably
gosh.
would go with this collection.
Yeah, look at those colors. Look at the back with that pink. Yeah, it matches perfectly.
So that's pretty fun. And escape room. I have not been to an escape room.
I have not either, but I want to. Except I'm afraid I'd be stuck in there.
My first New Year's Eve.
Cute.
And then we have this our corny little corn with the
Isn't-
Google eyes. We had Google eyes in our project yesterday.
Yes, and people were very excited about that you included the googly eyes.
Oh, of course. And you can buy googly eyes. We do carry googly eyes.
Yes.
There's I Love Scrapbooking. So all of those you're going to find in the themes. And then as you maybe have heard, you might have heard that Echo Park is coming out with a new collection for, Echo Park's coming out with Winnie the Pooh. We don't have it yet, but we do have Wizard of Oz.
Is that Donna?
I
No.
think it's this.
Okay.
So we ordered in some other Wizard of Oz things because I know there's a lot of people that just love Wizard of Oz. So we have Dorothy.
You just
Isn't that cute? I love how it's has an image, a shadow image on
Yeah,
the
you
paper.
can see her
I
face.
don't-
There's
yeah.
no place like home.
That is so cute.
There's no place like home.
and it's
And this is going to be under, believe it or not, I think it's under Disney
Really?
or
Okay.
children's toys.
Oh,
We don't have a Wizard of Oz theme, but we might need to get one.
yeah, we do.
And then we've got some really great beach papers.
Got
Oh.
chipboards.
that reminds me of Edistal Island and Anna Maria when we've been there walking. Makes
And
me miss it.
that's what it looks like walking. We're at a hotel, and you could walk behind the hotel to the beach.
Yep.
And it looked exactly like that. And Chris, this looks like a lot of fun too.
Yes, it does. Boy, that looks soft sand.
So paper like this you're
Oh.
going to find if you go to memorybound.com and go to shopping and then go to beach. There's a thing called beach. And then the lake is My Happy Place,
Oh, that's fun.
which this is nice because you've got plain water on the back. If you've got
Yeah.
water skiing pictures or wakeboarding or
yeah.
something, or just lounging, floating in the water.
Ooh, very cool.
And then we've got a Disney paper. And I'm going to flip it over, Chris, because the back of it would be a perfect paper for a special photo or for the first page of your album. You could have
Yes.
a group photo and put down the time and where you stayed and
As
things
you're
like
standing
that.
underneath the arches to Disney.
Yes. Okay, I missed this one earlier. This is the Yellow Brick Road.
Oh, fun.
Oh, we've got another one. We've got another one too for Wizard of Oz. So there's the
Okay.
Yellow Brick Road. Now, I was terribly afraid of the witch when I was a little girl. It really scared me.
Oh,
And a lot of people say the monkeys,
the flying monkeys.
but you know that witch when she's riding the bike?
Oh, yes.
That was really scary for me. Now, I'm going to flip it over. Chris, I have no idea what that is.
I don't know either. If anyone does, let us know. I mean, if it were green, I could see the curtains.
It must be something
Yeah.
from the Wizard of Oz.
Something I don't
But
remember.
look at this. Sometimes it's all about the shoes. There's no place like home. I'm a witch. What's your excuse? I'm feeling a bit rusty.
That's funny. Enjoy
Oh,
the
I
journey.
do love that. I love
That's
that paper.
cool.
Okay, we got a few more embellishments to show you. And I like to show these because if you're not able to come into Memory Bound, it's just nice to see what's new and what has arrived.
Colleen was afraid of the witch too.
Oh yeah, she was scary. I can't remember what year. I think that movie is. Is it 100 years old? We'll have to look that up. Now this is really unique because this is all about science and engineering.
That's very cool.
So if you have a student that's into that,
Well, and a lot of schools have the STEM classes.
right? So
So that would be a great.
or maybe they're doing, how they have the little science fairs.
Yeah.
And then we have veteran,
The movie is 85 years old.
85. Okay. That's close to 100.
That's close. Seems like it.
So it came out way before our time, Chris. But I
Right.
remember watching it as like once a year it would be on TV,
Yeah.
on network TV.
Yep.
And it was a special occasion.
My mom and I would always cuddle up, and other people are saying 39.
1939.
Yeah, would that be 85? Probably.
Yeah, I think it would be.
Yep, if I do the math quick. Oh, that's a nice nurse's one. I
It
like
is.
that.
And I just watched the most hilarious reel on Facebook last night. It was a husband talking about what it's like being married to a nurse. And it was things like, she's always looking at your veins. And, oh, that's a great vein. I could get a number 8 needle into that. And he goes, and not just your veins, but other people if you're in the store. And then he talked about, you can never complain about an ache or a pain because she's seen so much more and she won't have any pity on you. And if she asks you if you say you had a bad day, hers was always way worse. And it was a really nice tribute to nurses. So
Yeah.
thank you to all the nurses out there. So if you're a nurse, pat yourself on the back for all that you do.
Well, you talk about the veins. My granddaughter, last time she came over, she's like, "Grandma, can I see your veins?" So
See,
it made me laugh.
It is a thing. And here's a really fun, this would be great on a birthday card.
Oh, that is nice. I like that. I love the colors of it.
And then we've got another tropical sticker. This is a big order we got from Paper House.
Yeah, we did.
And I don't even know if we have it all here, but so I added a lot to our theme section, so be sure and check that out. Okay, Chris, I think we're ready. We're ready to do the impossible.
Ruby, I didn't know you were a nurse. She said it's true. She did that all the time.
Really? Oh, it was fun. It was really funny.
I'll have to try to find it and
I
send
will
it to my
send
daughter.
I will send it to you
Yes.
because it was really
Please
really
do.
good. And I can't remember what else he said. And he had kind of a southern accent and stuff. It was really good.
Which, I'm sorry, makes it more endearing. I love a southern accent.
I know, I
And
do too.
to any of our customers that call that have a southern accent, and I immediately start talking with a southern accent, I'm not making fun. I just
love it.
love it.
We do too. I think it's really fun. If I think of any other nurse things, I'll blurt it out and interrupt you, Chris.
Please do.
Okay, show us again for those that are just joining us what we're going to
Alrighty.
make. And while she's getting her box, remember our washi tape special for Happy Valentine's Month is normally $7.49 from Simple Stories here, and it's $3.75. So it's a great deal to get washi tape. I put it on my envelopes and everything. And we're going to remind everybody about that at the end
not
of the
right.
video because Chris is going to remember. Okay, so we're making the Impossible box today.
Sorry, I just went, well, that's not the right size. Okay, the Impossible box comes in all different sizes. You can find it online, but I brought 2 that I liked the size of. Number 1, because this one will fit a gift card. You just pull it open, and you don't want to,
Right.
because it will,
Gently pull it
yeah,
open.
gently. But as you can see, a gift card will easily fit in there along with treats or whatever, and then you close it up. And
I think it's a surprise because somebody starts to take the lid off and it's like, oh, it doesn't come
right.
off.
And same with this one. You could leave one down and then fill it up. And they say you can get those, oh gosh, Roca Rocher, whatever those.
Oh, yeah, those
But we have lots of Candy Kisses up in the drawer.
Candy Kisses would work.
Yeah, all sorts
Memory
of
Bound
things.
caramels.
Oh yeah, that would be my favorite. So anyway, I will show you how to make both of those.
And what we need to do is give a shout out to Iwana Marie because it's her birthday and she's celebrating with us today.
Oh,
So
well,
happy
thank
birthday
you.
from all of us. Yippee. And to celebrate with us, that is crazy. We love it.
Well, yes, we appreciate it for sure. Because you could be doing all sorts of things. All right, I've written down the dimensions and the scoring and everything
and we'll
for
take
you.
a picture of this for everybody and Janet will put it on our blog.
The first one, so this one, the one that ends up being 3 1/4, 2 1/2 by 2 5/8 deep, starts with a 10 3/4 by 8 1/2 piece paper.
So you just cut 1/4 of an inch off of a 8.5 by 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is what it starts out.
Oh, here, let me.
This is what it's going to end up. Kelly will take pictures of that too, just
I absolutely will.
so you have a idea of what it's supposed to look like when you're done. Sometimes that helps.
Well, it looks impossible, but I know that Chris is going to make it possible.
Oh,
for
but
us.
it is not impossible. All right, we're going to start on the, well, why is this not correct already? It's supposed to be 10.
Do you need another sheet of paper?
Yes, but I have one.
Okay.
I have an extra.
Chris, I want to get, will you get the arm for us? Chris, we're going to get the arm.
Okay.
Put the arm up, and then everybody,
I think it
for
will be
something
easier
like
to.
this, I think you'll be able to see it from Chris's point of view, and it'll just be easier to watch. I love it that we have to recut our paper.
I know it.
So
golly.
everyone, just to let you know, we're starting with a piece that is 10 3/4. Here it is, right here. Sometimes to see it, it helps. You need 8.5 by 10 3/4. So just take your 8.5 by 11 paper and cut off 1/4 of an inch on the long side.
Yep.
And Chris just did that for us. And then hang on, everybody. We're going to do a switcheroo here.
I will sit and wait
And
patiently.
we are going to put it in our handles. Whoops. Now you're really seeing some weird stuff. Thank you. Diane went and got our arm. Here's Diane, everybody.
Everybody.
Oh, and we didn't mention it. While you guys are doing that,
It seems like it.
the
I
Tim
can
Holtz-
recenter my thing.
Sorry, I'm going all over the place, everybody. And I don't even see. Oh, here. I want to let you know why they're getting us set up that the watercolor pencils, we received one of our 3
it should.
boxes. So we have
'Cause, I mean, you
2
can't
more
do it
boxes
the
coming
other way.
today, and we'll have the other new
Perfect. Thank you.
3 sets of Tim's watercolor pencils. 4, 5, and 6. And then they also came out with a set that just has the white and the black soot in it. So that is here. You can't see them online yet because we haven't posted our order, but the rest of them, we're just waiting for it to come in. Oh my gosh, Ellen asked if I'm missing my boot. So I am missing my boot today. I'm going to just show you. It's my first day with shoes on, everybody, here at Memory Bound. So thank you, Ellen, for
And they are
noticing.
cute shoes.
I bought them last night. I don't think I'll be able to wear a lot of my shoes I had previously. If you are new to Memory Bound, I fractured my ankle like 4 months ago, and I'm still getting over it. But I'm in a shoe, Chris.
That's
so-
right. You're on the downhill side of the whole ordeal, right? I hope.
I am.
Do you need help?
I just don't want to call 911. If I hit some buttons, I'll call 911. Okay, so here we go, guys. We're set up so that you can see Chris in the right direction.
Now let's
And-
warn them that because it's up here, you're not going to be able to see the comments unless you scan the
I'm going to
whole
go get
time.
another phone.
Okay. All right. While she's getting the other phone, I will go ahead and get started. You're going to have your paper on the 10 3/4 inch side up to the top of your scoreboard, and we're going to start by scoring at 2.5. And you don't have to run it down twice. I think for me it's more
Wait.
habit than anything.
I'm going to take the
5
cell phone
and an
so you guys
8.
won't have a cell phone for a bit.
7 5/8. And 10 1/4. And now I'm going to turn it clockwise so that your half-inch score line is at the bottom. And we're going to score it at 1.5. And 4 3/4.
So hold it.
And
And then,
now what I'm going to have you do is flip your card stock over. And you want to just do a complete flip. So you're going to,
I will just write on.
Sorry, Chris, I'm getting it turned off.
her volume was on, so it was, I'm hearing myself. That's weird. Your half-inch score line is now going to be at the top. And the front of your
The
card
volume, it won't go down. Okay.
is now going to be facing down. So again, this is how we scored it, but now we're going to flip it completely over. Your score line is up at the top, and the front of your paper is laying down, and you're going to score it at 6. And 7 1/4. All right, now that we've done that, we're going to take this and flip it over again. So now you've got your, where you started is up. And you're gonna always fold over the mountain. So that way your paper doesn't crack as easily. So you're gonna go down to the second score line.
Of course, just pull it up close to the camera just to kind of show the
Okay.
score lines so people can kind of see it.
Hopefully you can see that. And then you're going to go to the second score line, so 1, 2, and you're going to fold it down just like you would any other score line, and we're going to give it a little burnishing. Sorry, you know how to burnish. You're fine. Now, we're going to turn this back so that your half-inch score line is to the right. And you're going to go up to the top of your scoreboard, and I'm going to have you put a little tick mark at 1 1/4. And if you don't have a stylus, you can always use a pencil. No big deal. So we're at the 1 1/4, 3 3/4, 6 3/8. And 8 7/8.
Thank you.
All right, now
Thanks.
you get out your scissors. I have the Tim Holtz. I'm not even sure which one those are. Kelly will be able to tell me.
These are the haberdashery scissors.
Thank you.
From Tim Holtz. This is the cool case that they come in, and they come in 2 sizes.
I love these little things. Okay, so now what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to get rid of the scoreboard, get that out of the way for now. You're going to cut up, am I in the picture?
You are, but
Okay.
you might just come up, just show a little closer
Okay.
where you're going to cut it. Perfect.
So we're going to cut up the score lines, but only, remember it's folded. You're going to keep it folded, and you're going to cut up each score line only to that first score line. So we're going to do that first. I'm not sure I can do it in air, but we're going to find out. We'll do that part first and do it on all of them. So you're going to have 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, and I'm actually going to take that 4th one and I'm going to cut it out. So now, remember where your tick marks are. You're going to take from there and you're going to cut to that first score line.
Chris, I can bring this down if it's hard to do
Oh,
it. in
well,
there.
I
It's,
just-
it's looking great
Is
what you're
it?
doing.
Okay.
You can see it really well.
As long as people can see it, we're going to give it a try. And then I'll open it up afterwards, but see how you've angled that off now? And you're going to come in and do
Oh.
that again. You're going to go from that tick mark down to that next score line.
Chris, how many of these have you made?
Not many. So
Well,
that's
you're
why
you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank
and
you. We'll find out. Again, so you're going to do this 4 times. I'll pull that off later. And that last one, like I said, if you don't have a stylus or it's harder for you to see, then you should use a pencil because it will be fine. You're not going to see anything.
And you can always erase it too.
Oh, heck yeah. There, we're just going to pull that. All right, so
Oh, look what we have, you guys.
now,
That is so weird looking.
well, a little bit, but now you've got your
Oh.
perfect little triangles without having to use an X-Acto knife, if that makes sense.
I love it.
You don't want to have to do your X-Acto. So now I'm just going to flip it over. It can be open or closed. It doesn't matter. And we're going to, well, first let's make a little tab here. You want to keep this little guy here. And then you're going to go up and remove this piece. And we'll tab it again.
That's impressive, Chris.
And then we're going to cut this. This is the bottom, and we're going to cut up to that first score line. And you can take a little bit out of it. All right, I'm just going to flip this over and remove that little bit, and that's just so that your bottom is going to fit nicely together. All right. So now we're going to go ahead. Again, remember, if it's a mountain, you fold down. So we're going to fold this section down and go ahead and take care of that. Fold 2 and burnish it. And then we're going to flip it over and we're going to start making a good burnish. All right, so you want to make sure that you keep this folded down when you get your box together. And it will all make sense in a minute. And if not, we'll do it again. Sorry, I'm looking at Diane. She's very relaxed. She's got her feet up. So the easiest way for me to put together a box so that it's pretty even, I just do one fold over. I go ahead and do a dry fit to make sure it's going to come across perfectly.
They say you are doing a wonderful job.
Okay, thank you.
Explaining it.
This I use wet glue for just because it holds better. So,
And if you don't have your glue press out, get it out. I've been using mine and it's
isn't it the best?
awesome.
I was going to start my card kit this morning and I didn't have my glue press at home, so I wouldn't do it. I just I was like, nope, it's going to wait until this weekend. All right, so now
Look at that.
you're already most of the way there. Now make sure that this has been burnished, which I didn't because, you know, I get on video and I forget things. I'm just going to go ahead and give it a little bend.
fold those down.
Yes, you
Okay.
want to do your
Start
crease
it.
in there. Yep, exactly. Before you start gluing, again, we're kind of going to do a dry fit. So I tuck this in, and then you just push it down,
And it works.
and it works. And then you can go ahead and glue it. And like the Paper Pixie said, because you're working with folds and you've got extra, you're going to have a little edge, and that's okay. It's no big deal. Now,
You
if
cover it with paper anyway.
exactly, if you want, you can put this together first, and we can do that. I just put a little glue. And then I may have gone too far. I did. I don't want to get glue on the table. And then just kind of push it down a little bit.
Perfect.
All right, so, well, now we're going to glue this part. Here, I'm going to have to glue it
With
a little
liquid
better.
glue, you got to hold it just
A little longer.
just a few seconds.
Yeah,
It-
and I'm
it
always
is
trying to
very
hurry.
strong. I know it is very strong.
I'm just going to hold it for a second. The only bad thing, if this was an actual lid and I could take it off, then I would use my ruler, and I probably can still put it in there and kind of push the bottom of the box just to get that
Oh, there you
glue
go.
to stick.
They say you are making this look very easy, and thank you.
You're welcome, and you can do it. So now I'm just going to put some glue on this tab. No, it's all up there. And push it
It's pressed
down,
from the copy.
and then put it in here. And sometimes, you know, I'm not going to fib. Sometimes it fits a little better than others.
And just hold it.
Yep, just hold it until you get a good fit. Now, a customer said that after I showed it, she got on Pinterest and she found it, and she had a little trouble that her lid was too tight. And I found, I'll show you in a second, I found that if you put your paper all the way up, tuck it underneath, the fit's going to be tighter, of course. So you can just paper to the edge of your lid, and then you're not going to have that issue. This one,
But
because
it looks nice when it goes all the way up.
yes, it does. This one, the paper's thinner, and that might have been an issue. She may have used a Cartabella or a 49 a Market, and then you're definitely going to have that issue. All right, so now you just play with it a little bit to get it to relax, but simple as that.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Your box is done.
Yeah, when she brought this in, I was.
Diane has a way of giving me a look and rolling her eyes like, okay, which I enjoy.
We appreciate you doing this because none of the rest of us would take the time. Chris takes the time to figure it out and to do it.
Now, apparently my measuring today, I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm going to recut this and just show you the triangle part. You know, it's so simple. You measure it, make it a 1/4 inch smaller than the top,
Cool.
and which I've already forgotten what it is. I'm going to make it,
Michelle, you're right. She uses the yellow tape to hold things.
oh, so
while
that,
they're
oh,
drying.
there you go. Good idea.
That works. If you're impatient like all of us around here.
Yep. I don't know what. Yeah, that's going to be fine.
Juanita says, wow.
Oh, good. So,
How cute made baskets.
wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
Not
idea.
that I'm going to do it, but I'd have to make 7 of them. And
Oh, that's true. So for the lid, you measure it. You do, you know, a 1/4 inch smaller, and then just simply line your. Am I in frame? Just simply
But
line.
we're really far away. Is that for a reason?
No.
Just a minute. Let
Okay.
it adjust here. Okay, now go up a little. Or maybe down a little. Sorry.
Try the other direction.
down.
Oh,
Yeah.
down further.
You're good.
Okay. So you're just simply going to line your points
There we go.
in the track, and
That's a great tip. It's a very easy way to make triangles.
yes, and the nice thing is once you've done one cut, now you've got a nice flat surface to do it against. I never start cutting at the point because
Right.
you don't want to get it to buckle your paper. And
And look, you got triangles.
yes, I'll show you in just a second how, and then do it again. And just like that, you've got your triangles. 4 perfectly
Yep.
matched. And because
Diana.
because of the way it is, you're going to have a little
Kelly's getting
opening,
them
but
set
you
up
have
right
to
now.
in order to get your
So go
box to
ask
open
her.
and shut. So
That's 4.
that's just the way it goes.
5.
Sorry, and I'm not used to the camera being here, so I'm sure I glued that first one off camera, but I guess we're using this when we do our card kit, so I better get used to it. And I have all of the dimensions for you for the pattern paper. But obviously, if you want yours a little smaller or bigger, you do you. Thank you. But you can see, and you don't have to put paper on the top if you don't want.
Oh, but it looks so dang cute.
Well,
This
yeah,
is
it
just
adds a lot to it.
adorable.
And like we told them, look how nice that gift card fits in there. It's the best part of it.
Yeah,
Um,
that is so cool.
and I'm not going to take time to glue all this down. You know how to glue it down, but it's going to fit on there perfectly. Now, let's do this little guy, because he opens up on both ends.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Which directions are
that is this
these
this
the
one.
same?
This one's to this box. This one's to that box.
Okay, got it.
Well, I'm sure you just heard my stomach
I
growl.
did.
Wow.
It's going to be an early lunch for Chris.
You know, if I didn't get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, it wouldn't be so bad.
do you eat breakfast at that time?
About 5.
Oh, I would have to have brunch and early lunch and
Oh, shoot. Whoops.
And a couple
And a couple
snacks.
snacks in between. So this one, you start with a piece of paper that is 9.5 by 6.5. And we're going to start off on the 6.5 inch side. And you're going to score it at 1.5.
Okay, Connie says, Chris, I love the paper pixie and you are making her proud.
Oh, well, I hope so. Because this lady,
Paper pixie.
Julie DeMarlio or something like that. I'm sorry, I don't know her last name. But she goes by the Paper Pixie, and she
On
is
YouTube?
Pinterest is where I found her.
Okay.
And she is wonderful. 1.5, 3,
Okay.
4.5, and 6. And then we're going to turn counterclockwise like we did with the other one. So your 1/2 inch is going to be at the bottom, and we're going to score it at 1, 1 and 3/4. 7 and 3/4. And 8.5. Now we're going to do that same thing. We're going to flip it. So we're going to just flip it completely over. So now your 1/2 inch is up at the top, and what was the top of your paper is now the bottom, or facing down. And you're going to score it at 2.5. And 7.
Chris, this is just amazing what you can do with a scoreboard and paper. I'm just
Oh yeah, isn't it fun
gosh,
just
yes.
to know that it is possible? That was not
it's not impossible. It's
no,
possible.
it is possible. So now you're going to take your paper back over, and you're going. Remember how we had our second score line, same as that one. You're coming in from the second score line. You're going to go over the mountain. And we're going to do the same thing on both sides, over the mountain. And with your 1/2 inch score line to the right, we're going to make little markers or tick marks at 3/4 of an inch. Sorry, I'm moving the table. 2 1/4, 3 3/4, and 5 1/4. Now, in the past, it's always been the flap up, but we want to keep that that 1/2 inch score line always to the right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip it over again.
Oh, that's a great way to describe it.
And we're going to do those same tick marks. So we're going to go at 3/4, 2 1/4, 3 3/4, and 5 1/4. And now, I guess I'm going to leave that out because I'm going to remember to burnish my edges. As soon as I find my scissors, I keep hiding them underneath things. And then we're going to do that same thing where we're going to cut up. I don't know if you can see my score lines or not, but we're
Yeah, we can see them.
Okay.
Really, surprisingly well, Chris.
Oh, good. So you're cutting up, but only to that first score line there. Not going to go past that. And again, we're going to take out that little spot, and as long as I'm there, I'm going to make a little tab. And then from your tick mark down to the end of your score line. And it's always nice if you can do it in one cut so that it's nice and even. If you can't, it's not the end of the world. I may not have gotten up quite far enough.
Chris, this is showing very well.
Good.
I would like to hear what other people think, but I'm really glad that we turned the camera so you can see Chris right side up.
And then I'm going to turn it over because that's where my tick mark is and I can see it better. So I'm going to do the same thing, come up.
Chris, while you're cutting, I want to let everybody know the Tim Holtz watercolor pencils, they say they are out for delivery. We have 3 large boxes coming, and we only received 1 of them yesterday. And there is a bundle opportunity. If you purchase all 3, then you get a 10% discount. So you save like $7 and some change on that. So if you want to get them all, check out the bundle and purchase them that way, and you can save a little to buy something extra.
Well, that's nice of you to do. Oh, you know what they could do? Put the money towards that Prism pencil sharpener that works so well with it.
That's a good idea. You know, I have the pencil sharpener and I haven't had to use it yet. I guess I've been using my different colors and I haven't needed to sharpen them yet, but I do have one at home. Just waiting for me if I can find it.
And the reason you turn it is so that your triangles are going the same direction. You know,
yes.
You want to make sure that it's all going the same direction. Okay, so now we are going. I'm like, what did I do?
What am I doing?
Yeah,
what are we doing now?
Wait a minute.
We'll let you know.
What am I? Yeah. As soon as I catch up with myself, I'll let you know what's going on.
I love it, Chris.
All right, so now you are going to, again, go with the mountain. You want to fold over this part. This is your lid. So this is the part that's going to slide down. And we're going to then turn it over, keep this folded, so when it's up, it's kind of,
Does
that make
up.
sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
all right. So now we're going to start folding. Did I go the wrong way? I did. That's all right.
So you just keep folding the same direction?
Yep, you just always want to go over the mountain. And then I'm going to make sure that this time, since I didn't last, we're going to get this folded too. Any place you've got a score line, you want to go ahead and get that folded.
Chris, I'm so impressed that you learned how to make this.
I'm not sure what that says, but okay.
No, I
know.
don't mean it like that. I mean, I'm so impressed that you can make this.
I'm just
It's
giving
like-
you a hard time.
It looks very complicated, but you have simplified it for us.
Well, when I saw it on Pinterest, I was like, oh boy. But it's not like I was making it for the first time on air. So if I found that it was too hard, I didn't have to do it. So
Chris is really good about coming in and showing things like your, okay, let me think. Okay, what's the roller? What's your last thing that you did? The roller?
Oh, my.
What's the name? I can't think of the name.
Oh, for crying out loud. Me
Uh,
either. I'm looking at it right there. The
Triangle?
hexagonal or
Hex. Oh, I'll tell you.
come on,
carry
help us,
on.
people,
Carry
help
on.
us.
Carry on. I'll go get it.
all right. I want to make sure I have this right now that we've been talking.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
like,
I don't want to bother you.
oh, you're not bothering me. I just, forget easily apparently. All right, we're gonna
We'll show it when you're done, Chris. It was the
Okay.
hexagonal roll-up treat box.
there you go.
And that was another one of Chris's things that she made us.
Oh, Kelly,
Oh, and Ellen just said hexagonal roll-up.
well, thank goodness somebody knew what we were doing. I, got to talking and now I'm like,
Oh, sorry, Chris.
no, you're fine. It's me. I mean, come on, who took her phone home yesterday?
Yes. If you're just joining us, you're going to laugh because Chris took home the store phone with her yesterday. She's so devoted. She can't help herself.
Right. Kelly texted and said, well, it looks like you're number one.
Yeah, she's phone number one last night.
All right, so what I'm going to do.
So you got it
I'm gonna-
folded?
Well, no, you know how sometimes you just get going and then you're like, what was I doing?
You can't think about it.
No, exactly. All right. I just want to make sure I get the right direction going. This is going to be the part that's coming up over my thing. So we're going to go like this. Going to lay this down, and then we're going to glue this to this. Sorry, people.
It's okay.
At least you can go back and watch the first one and go, oh yeah, that's what she did.
We'll get it. You got it, Chris.
Oh, I know. There's,
Oh, this is one of those where you glue it flat, and then the next thing you know, it turns into a box shape.
exactly. But before you glue it, you just have to make sure that your thing is folded down like it is. If it's not, it's going to be inside the box. And then
Okay.
it's not going to work. So you just, take the time to make sure that it's going the right direction. Again,
So that it looks right? Is that what you're saying?
well, like with this one, before you glue it down, you fold this has to be folded over. And then you start rolling it and getting your scores. And then you'd be over this way. So when you glue it, this is facing the table,
okay.
basically.
So your straight piece is facing down.
Right.
Okay.
So then when you glue it, it's on the outside of your box.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. That was a good example, Chris.
So again, once you realize that, yep, this is going to come down and fit fine, that's when you glue it. Hold it in place for a minute.
Come up this way.
sorry.
There you go.
I told Diane I was going to have to get used to this if this is what we're using for our cards.
Yep, we're going to use this for our class.
Maybe I could rig one up at home and pretend.
No, we'll mark the spot. X marks the spot.
And then do it on the other side. Just push it down. Make sure that it's going to open and close. And like I said before, because you're working with bins and paper, there's going to be a little gap. That's okay. Put your paper on it to decorate it. Just make sure your paper comes up over it when you, like this little piece of paper, you could just make sure you make it a little longer and cover up part of that where the seam is.
Oh, the little seam.
Yep.
You don't even really hardly see that.
I don't
Chris.
think so either. Some people are pickier than I am. Again, just hold it in place until it dries. And go ahead, I'm sorry.
That is amazing. No, I'm just, how that all comes together, it just amazes me.
And then just start working it. Like, sometimes, again, it might be a little tight, but the more, 2 or 3 times of opening and closing it, and it's going to loosen up, and you'll be fine. So there you go. There's one that's decorated and one that's not. And you can see what a difference it makes just putting some paper on it. And
I think it looks really fun.
my stomach keeps growling tonight.
Oh, Chris's stomach is
It
growling.
growled earlier. Diane's like, well, I heard it.
Luckily, her microphone's higher
Oh, my
up. Maybe you can't hear
goodness.
it.
I hope not. I'll quit mentioning it.
So you brought some paper to decorate
Well,
it?
I did bring some paper,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have to be decorated. Up to you.
They actually, you could leave them plain and just put a ribbon around them, or.
Oh yeah, but what? And you could.
But
put,
I love that you're doing. Is this like a spring one?
Oh yes, this one is kind of an Eastery one. Let's do the big one.
Yeah.
And I showed them how to take a square piece of paper, make your triangle to decorate the top of it.
Oh, so it's a square, and you just. I missed that part. I had to run do it. Something, and you just cut it diagonally. It looks like both directions.
Exactly. Now, like I said, this one I decorated up higher, but somebody had called and mentioned that when she got online and found it and decorated it, and it made it a little too thick. But I said she could have been using like a Cartabella or a 49 and
Oh,
Market.
sure, heavier paper.
Yeah, so for this one, I went ahead and I cut it smaller, and I'm going to
Oh.
end it before you go up underneath the lid.
Well, I love it that way, Chris, because you're showing both ways how to do it.
Well, and yeah, that's the thing. With this thinner paper, I did not have an issue whatsoever.
And that is really pretty paper.
It is. It's a neat Eastery.
Oh, it's Hoppy Easter.
Yep.
So it's Simple Stories Hoppy Easter paper, and that's one of their. They came out with kind of a small little Easter line, which we love because the more the merrier, right?
Exactly.
So another collection is always good.
And I'm not sure what dimensions I put on the instructions for the pattern paper. So you're always
We can
better
look at
off.
it or just measure.
Well, just
too.
measure and yeah, because some people want more border showing, others want less. So you're just going to have to decide how you'd like it.
I like the craft paper. I mean, you could use other colors, but the
Definitely.
craft kind of. Chris is a craft paper
I
gal,
am. You're right.
and it does look good with both of those, and with your 4th of July one, it looks good too. Of course, this has got the 4th of July has some wood grain.
I
in it.
love that 4th of July paper. When I had used that for my rosettes.
And that's the Echo Park America paper. So that's called America from Echo Park.
And as you can see, I cut this morning once I got here, and apparently, like that brown piece of paper, I may have been off a little bit, but such is
Well,
life.
It works.
At least you're
it's
going to get an
working.
idea. But, I think if you were having bunko and wanted to fill one of these with treats, you could put it by
that'd be
each
so
person's thing. And we do have a really tiny letter over there that you could cut and put on there. Or we have the bold, alphanumeric bold from Tim Holtz. You could get like 4 or 5 of that one across. I would just have to put my grandkids' initials, I think.
I was thinking, Chris, that you could stamp something before you put the paper on. You
Oh,
could
that would be
stamp on
fun.
it. You could put stickers on it.
Yes.
You could do these for May Day, for Easter, maybe for a teacher, Mother's Day,
Well, that's
graduation.
what Diane said. She goes, "Oh, you could do those for May Day." I'm not doing them for May Day, but you could do them
Maybe
for
for
May
a
Day.
special person.
Well, yeah, like she said, she would have to do 7 of them.
Julie said put a peep in them.
Oh, that would
Wouldn't
be
that
fun.
be cute? Oh my gosh,
Yes.
that'd be a little.
And of course, I still have my gift card in there.
Oh, and everybody wants a memory bound gift card.
Well,
That's for sure.
Or, some candy. I think you could fit several. I could get a Starbucks and a memory bound gift card in there.
Chris, I'm going to take this down so we can finish up and show everybody. So we're just going to take you for a little trip here for a minute. We're going around. You might have seen the ceiling, but we're right here. We're back. We're back right side up.
back.
Look how cute those are. Oh my gosh.
And I'm
And
gonna.
there's her 4th of July one, which kind of reminds you of a firecracker.
Doesn't it though?
But now that you mentioned those finger traps, I think I don't know if they're too young, but I know my 4-year-old grandson would absolutely love that. The finger traps.
Oh, we used to have so much fun with those things.
They're kind of silly, but they were fun. I'm sure we can still get them.
My only problem is I have this big fear, irrational. I mean, I realize that of being confined. So
In
when
a finger trap?
well, anywhere. Like the other day, I was back trying to get buttons out of Diane's office, and I was wedged in
yes,
there.
she was wedged in the corner.
And I get a little panicky.
Oh.
So I think I do it with those finger traps too. Just me,
Okay, well, we will not give Chris a finger trap.
No,
There's no need
no,
to
thank you.
add any stress to her day. But these are just really cute, and we'll take pictures. And Chris was so nice that she's typed up dimensions for us, and we'll take pictures of that so you can make these yourself at home.
All your
And-
scoring lines. And when I say flip cardstock, that is where we flipped it over and scored the other side. So
Okay.
you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you get to that.
And you can always come back and watch the video over
Exactly.
so that you can check it out. So just a couple things to mention. Thank you, Chris.
You're
so
welcome.
Much. That was an amazing, impossible but possible box.
I hope you all try it and let me know.
Yeah, let us know. We love it when people send pictures. Karen sent us some pictures of what she did with Chris's previously project that looks impossible, but it was impossible. And that was the hexagonal roll-up treat box. And when Chris brought this one in and showed me, I was like, yeah, okay. But it is pretty amazing what it does. And Karen sent us pictures that she had made these, and we love that. And I think Chris loves that too.
It's fun. Yes, I enjoy seeing what everyone else does.
Chris, Marianne says, great video. Thank you.
Oh,
so
you're
that is
welcome.
great. Just to let you know, the Tim Holtz, the new watercolor pencils set 4, 5, and 6, they're in the back of our UPS delivery truck, and they should be here anytime. And there is a bundle. If you want to get all 3 of them, you can get, you save like $7.50 or something like that. And the other thing is to remember about our Welcome February special. Hey, there's my cane, everybody. Sitting right by my cane is the washi tape from Heart Eyes from Simple Stories. And we still have those. They're $3.75, normally $7.49, and that's our Welcome February special.
Nice.
And
It is
It is
February.
February. So welcome February and
Yes.
goodbye January.
Oh, man.
We're 1 month out of winter, so that's pretty great.
It doesn't feel like winter today, that's for sure.
It doesn't, but tomorrow it's going to feel like winter here on our video because Peggy is here with her. She's got some winter layouts that I know will be amazing. So
She
we'll be
does
back.
such an amazing job.
So we'll be back tomorrow with that, and everybody have a crafty day, and we'll see you then.
Bye.